think Stanley's a guy that can run, and maybe one of the fastest guys I think I've ever been around in coaching, and he's very fast with the ball. And
air ball pulled down by Pringle. Pringle on the move. Pringle with one man to beat. Jump shot, gone.
And when he gets a defensive rebound, he can really push it and start our transition and start our break. And now we are really fast in transition because once he has that ball in his hands, he just really goes hard to the basket, and it's usually going to be a two-point conversion or a foul.
Pringle on the run. Pringle sprints by everybody down the court, kicks the battle, lays it up. It is pinned and gone.
And so Stanley's speed and Taylor's speed in the backcourt is really critical to how fast we want to play here at Penn State.
Pringle, his three ball, good.
Well, Stan was born in San Diego, California. We're a military family, and we've moved around quite a bit. Japan, we've took a couple trips to Korea, moved to San Diego, Virginia, and Massachusetts. So he's been around quite a bit. Our family pastime. You know, we would all go to the gym because we were overseas, and not a lot of places you can go, so it was more of a family outing. Playing basketball, Stanley was picking it up really fast.
In Japan, we had played in a little rec league. And all the kids, his parents, they would complain because he was always faster than everybody else.
My father, definitely, he was real quick playing basketball. It's in the genes.
We were always moving to new places, and we were new people, and he always had to prove that he was good or better than good. He's a great player.
Pretty much undersized a little bit when he at the age of 7, and my brother and I made sure that his skills were up, and kept him in the gym.
He came to AAU. They had 8 guards. They told him right off the bat, they said, a kid coming from Japan, they told him, hey, we've got a lot of good guards. We got 8 guards. And he said, only spot we got is a forward. And this is the funny part. Stanley played the 4, the 3, the 2, and the 1. And in order to get on the team, he had to get on the team as a power forward. And he was the smallest kid. Not only did he make the team as a power forward, he started.
We ran a play called baseline, so it's a 1-4 set. Everybody's on the baseline except for him. He comes down, and he throws it between his legs, back and forth, behind his back, and then proceeds to go by the guy, and then he pulls it back on a crossover, and the kid stumbles and he falls.
I got my handles down when I was younger, and so ever since then, I feel like the ball's been like a part of me.
They had this thing called breaking people's ankles.
It was exciting to watch that, people falling on their butt trying to guard him. He's so fast, you didn't know which way he was going.
That's probably the signature move that put him on the map.
First team All-State, first team All-Region. He had a lot of other colleges he went to, but by his grades sliding a little and by the NCAA clearinghouse rules, he had to go from rock bottom again and fight his way back up. He's always had confidence he could do it. I know when he was going to junior college, I was going like, oh man, you're going down to junior college. I said, Dad, I'll be back up. He said, oh, it needs an opportunity. And he went down there and proved that he could do it, and he made All-American. As the recruiters came to the house, we had one thing in mind. We met Coach DeChellis. He came over, and he was real business-like. He was a great guy, and he said that, basically that he wanted them to come to the school, but he didn't make him any promises, and that's what we wanted to hear.
They told him, he's going to be able to come in and get some playing time, and they wanted to change the offense to be a more up-tempo team, which they've done.
I can't tell you how good the play Stanley Pringle made. That's one you need to see on tape. That was awesome.
And for him to go up there and make that kind of impact, you know, and continue to work on his game.
There's a huge three by Stanley Pringle.
He's just improved his game every year.
Pringle knocks it away. Pringle goes to the floor. Pringle rolls the ball ahead. Walker, layup, good.
He used to be a good three-point shooter. He's a great three-point shooter now.
Made the extra pass to the Big Ten's best three-point shooter, and Stanley knocked it out.
The other thing about Coach Chelis was that we kind of went behind his back and looked up to see how many players he graduated, and he graduates a lot of his players. A lot of coaches can't say that, and that was one of the main reasons. Stan might have had other reasons, but we were kind of pushing him, go to Penn State, you know, so.
It's the family atmosphere, you know. Whether I have a good game or a bad game, I can always come back to a family, back at the apartments, and just being around the players.
Inside, knocked away by Pringle on a great defensive play. Ahead for battle. Corley will have a slam dunk.
When he gets the ball in transition, watch out and make sure that you can run with him because there aren't too many people who can keep up with him.
The steal by Pringle.
You know, looking back at my past, looking at the path, the journey it took me to get here, it just keeps me motivated to keep going.
Pringle, oh my goodness.
I'm proud because a lot of people told him that he couldn't do certain things, but he overcame that, and he's still overcoming that right now.
Pringle front court with 6. Pringle out drives, splits the defense, lays it up and in. Pringle three again. Good again.